Here's some notes about converting from a VCU200 to VCU300 calibration. You want to start with a 300 calibration. In this one we've got a 300-03, one of the ones that came with AEMCal. And then you're going to go open your 200 calibration next. You're going to go File, Compare Calibration, and then you want to find your old calibration. Now, by default, it's going to look for only 300-03 matching ones, but you need to change it. So we're going to look for a 200-04 for this one. Hopefully your list has not nearly as many things as mine does. I'm going to pick this one, and then the software is going to show us a whole bunch of differences in this comparison window. Some of these things are calibration things that we want to copy over. Some of these things are going to be like warnings or names that changed, things like that. So for the most part, you can go one by one, look at each of these things, make sure you have description on, so if there's something that you don't know, if you want to copy it, maybe the description can help you decide. For the most part, you want to copy these. You can do things like select a few of them, press the copy selection button. You can copy them just one at a time by pressing the copy selection button. If you don't want to copy that exact value, you can double click and set other values. So if you decided that 140 from the original calibration isn't what you wanted, you could change it to 150. Do notice that when you copy something over, if they match, they're going to be removed from this differences list. So if you do set it different, it's going to stay on this differences list, and that's okay because it is different. If you press this copy all button down at the bottom, it's going to take some time, and be warned that we do know that the software sometimes just gets tripped up by some of these some of these enumeration values that are text-based, like a drop-down. So even though brake press is an option, I'm not sure why exactly, but it might miss that, and you might have to set it yourself. Some of these we changed the enumeration values. So instead of high equals on, this one says low ADC is 0. Now that could also be that this is no longer a simple digital on-off. This ADC usually means analog digital converted value. So it could be that a low analog value is 0 or a low analog value is 1. So for this one, low analog is similar to high equals on. For this one here, low equals on, we'll set that and it'll match and go away. Now there are some differences here that you're not going to be able to copy over. For instance, APP axis Mult1 table has different dimensions, so you're not able to copy it over. Some of them you can copy over, like the battery SOC index array table. I don't remember exactly what this does, but you can copy it. Right? You just press the copy all button, it'll copy them all for you. Brake switch threshold table, you can copy all those ones. One pretty critical one that you're going to want to be aware of is this PedalTorqueMult table one map. It has different dimensions, and that's one that nearly everybody's going to want to copy. I'm going to pause this video for a moment, and then I'm going to show you how we can do that. So, and hopefully that pause was very short for you. What we're going to do is these PedalTorque maps, we're going to have to copy them over manually. So I'm going to open up another copy of AEMCal. I don't have to close this comparison window, I'm just going to go somewhere else. So the PedalTorqueMult table maps usually live in this base motor torque layout page. They're kind of stacked on top of each other. So here's number 1, number 2 is stacked back there, number 3, number 4, all like that. and we're going to go find the equivalent maps in the other VCU200 calibration, and we're just going to have to copy them manually. It's not going to be a lot of fun, but I'll show you how we can make it work. So, start button, AEMCal to open a second window of the same thing. And that one opened our same file. You're going to want to go find your other file. On mine it's in recent calibrations, so I don't have to search for it too far. Now this is our 200 calibration, right? This is a 200-04 build 701 is what this customer's calibration was. And you can see here it's only got 10 by 10 cells for this PedalTorque map. It's this one here, PedalTorqueMult Table 1 map grid. So we're going to want to copy over the breakpoints. Copy, highlight those, Control-C to copy. I'm going to use Alt-Tab to get back to the other window. Highlight there, Control-V to paste. Now you can see that only got us halfway through here. So we have a choice. We can either extend the rest of the table and not actually use it. So what's actually going to happen during running is it will just, the car is going to go up as far as it used to go and then back down, and it's only going to use half the map, and that's fine because you still have 10 by 10 cells and then 10 by 10 more that you're not using. Another thing we could do is we could extend these out, like instead of 2000 here, we could extend them out so that we're doing 20 by 20, and we sort of stretch the original map to look bigger. I'm not going to start with that method because I think it's going to be a bit more work, and I want this to go kind of quickly. So we've got our breakpoints. Let's see if we can get these breakpoints as well. I'm not so certain it's going to do the y-axis breakpoints, but we're going to give it a try. So Control-C's and Control-V's. I don't know that Control-V always works with y-axis stuff. And it's not. So we're going to have to do that ourselves. We'll just have to remember this is 90, 80, 60, 40. We'll type it on out. 90, 80. Actually, wait, I need to go. I want to start at the bottom. So I'm going to go 2, 3, 5, 7. 2, 3, 5, 7. And then 10, 20, 30, 40. 10, 10, 20, 30, 40. And then 60, 80, 90. 60, 80, 90. And then above 90, we'll just go up. Right? We'll say that it's we'll say 100, and then 110, 120, 130, 40, 50, 60, 70. So 170. Oh, can't go above 170. Alright, so I don't know how safe it is to have these breakpoints going down and back up. So I'm going to do some stretching and some interpolating here. I'm going to add one. I'm going to add some here. So 40, 50, 60, 70, 90. It still is not ideal because I've still got these ones up here. Alright, we'll set all these ones to 100. Okay. And then we can copy from the other one. We can copy that entire table. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, I just got lucky and picked the right one. However, since I changed these breakpoints on the left, I need to change these ones also. So this one that says 70 now needs to go up to 90. I guess we can do it this way. Take the 91, put it here for 90. And then take the 81, put it here for 80. Now the 71, we didn't have one of those, we have a 61. So I'm going to put the 61 at the 61, and then I'm going to use interpolation. So I'm going to select here, right click, interpolate columns, which is the Y direction. And what that's going to do is it's going to smooth between, so it went 38, then 38 and a half, and then 39. So this is going to behave the same even though we added a row here. And we'll have to do that same thing for the 50 because we didn't originally have a 50. So we'll put a 40, grab it, copy it, go to 40, paste it, paste everything, 40, yeah, up to 57. And then we'll do the same thing where we select, and you can use the Y key on your keyboard to do that vertical interpolation. And so it did, it smoothed the values, so it's 33, then 36, and 39. We'll put the next one down, 30. That is starting to match our original ones. So 30, 20 is going to match, 10 is going to match. Now up here for 100, we're just going to copy that and paste it. Paste it, paste it, paste it, paste it, paste it. And if our RPM went above 6,500, we're going to copy this and also paste it. Paste it, paste it, paste it. Okay, so we could stretch this out if we really wanted or needed more breakpoints than what we originally had. We could do the similar exercise, right? We could maybe add some cells for 1,000 and I don't know, 4250 or something like that. We could do that too. I personally think 10 by 10 is usually enough for most people, but the new one has 20 by 20, so we need to at least handle that. And so that was that's how we do it for table number 1, and then you'll just have to do the same thing for table number 2. And yeah, sorry, I don't have an easier way to manipulate that, but that's kind of what we're stuck doing. So table number 2, we'll go over here, find number 2 over here, and it had grab the x-axis, Control V to paste it. We'll do similar things for the y-axis, 2, 3, 5, 7, 10, 2, 3, 5, 7, 10, and then 20, 30, 40, 60, 20, 30, 40, I'm going to add one at 50, 60, and then we had 80, 90, 70, 80, 100, 100, and then this time I'm going to copy them just one by one. So I'm going to start, maybe we'll start at the bottom this time, start at the 2s. Control C to copy, Alt-Tab to switch windows back, Control-V to paste. 3s, copy, Alt-Tab, paste. 5s, copy, Alt-Tab, paste. 7, copy, paste. 10, copy, paste. If you're doing it this way, starting from the bottom, you could add something here for 15 if you felt like it. And then you could do an interpolation there if you added 15. I'm just going to go to 20. 20, copy, paste. 30, copy, paste. 40, copy, paste. 50 is one that we do not have in the original. So skip 50, go to 60, and then we will do our vertical interpolation. I believe that was Y, but I'm going to double check. So it's interpolate columns Y. Okay. 70 was not in our original one. We're going to copy the 80 numbers. 80. Y key, vertical interpolate. 90. 90 looks like it matches 80. And then we're going to just carry that 91 up. Same thing with our 6,500. We're going to copy that. Going to, oops, that was the wrong place to paste that. Don't paste onto your breakpoints. There we go. Paste, 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 paste. And that's 2 down. 2 more to go. So yeah, apologies to anybody who has to do this many times. But that's how the software looks right now. So you'll have to do this for those maps if you're using them.